So I'm guessing they're going to talk more about Silent Hill 2, but I'm wondering if they're going to show anything else off, like the Silent Hill Fasado or F or whatever it's called.
皆さんこんにちは。サイレントヒルの情報をお
Or
伝え
maybe
する
that
番組
debacle that
サイ
was
レント
Silent
ヒルトランス
Hills,
ミッション
whatever,
へ
that
ようこ
live
そ。
service thing.
サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサーを務める岡本元井です。前回は多くのタイトルの最新情報を一気にお届けしましたが、今回はサイレントヒル2についての情報にフォーカスした第2回目のサイレントヒルトランスミッションと
Okay,
な
so
り
they
ま
are
す。
just going to focus on
ぜひ
2.
最後まで配信をご覧ください。先ほどプレイステーションの配信番組でもサイレントヒル2の新たなトレーラーが公開されましたが、それとはまた別のゲームプレイ映像をご覧いただきたいと思います。それではこちらをどうぞ。
So yeah, just more. Again, I know a lot of people were worried about this game because of just they were scared that it was going to be too actiony, too much like a Resident Evil instead of being Silent Hill.
Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place.
You promised you'd take me there again someday.
But I mean, if they can
But you
properly
never
get the
did.
right mix of like not too much action and a lot of like, you know, what the original was, like explore, like slowly exploring, running away from shit and stuff like that. Like it all depends on if they're able to get that balance
I got
right.
a
That's all it
letter.
is.
The name on the envelope said Mary. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. Is she really alive?
Ooh, going right into it. East side of Southvale. Well, they got the atmosphere just right.
What is this?
That would be blood, genius.
Hey, wait.
Did that sound like a person to you? Come on. Any rational person's like, a normal human doesn't make that sound. Ah, the radio. The texture up close did not look that great. Health drink and syringe.
Where are you, Mary?
That guy's dead.
What you got there?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait! How do you know her name?
Freaking little girl. Hated her. So creepy.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Let's look around.
Oh, nice. Nice way to like put the map in the game and make it like not bring up the HUD. Which again, if you like, there is no HUD.
Empty. More than the other places we've been.
That's not creepy at all. Not gonna lie, she kind of scared me. Nurses in training. That was what? 7 of them? So there should only be 7 nurses in this entire gosh darn hospital. But we all know that's not going to be the case.
There.
Laura! Wait!
It's okay. We don't want to hurt you.
God damn it. Now, where is that girl?
They were sound-based, right? Just don't make a sound. Love the radio making the sound, so let you know things are near. He caught it and she was like, nope. Okay, so it looks like they might do a good job of like balancing the how powerful you feel with how weak you actually are. Like you can only take a few hits, it looks like, and that's it. Which is again is a good compromise in my opinion. If they can follow that balance perfectly throughout the entirety of the game, they could really knock it out of the park. Because that's the biggest fear a lot of people I know were talking about. They felt like they were scared there would be too much of an action game. And so far, it does not seem like it. Ooh, baby. Shotgun. No ammo, though, I bet. Hey, check that other locker. Come on. Oh, I thought they were gonna show the Dark World taking over. Wow, you. Okay. That was a waste. Oh my god, that was a waste. She's gonna grab that key and toss it like a little shit.
Laura, why do you keep running away from me? And how do you know about Mary?
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Laura, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
Fine, don't believe me. See if I care.
Hey!
Let go.
Sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Look, just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine. But there's something I gotta get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. For Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
Doesn't she lock you in?
You sure this is where you left it?
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay, wait here.
Haha!
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Let me out of here, you little brat!
In your dreams, fart face.
Please open the door. There's something in here.
Sure there is. A big lying fart face. See ya, fart face!
Laura! Laura!
Yep. Vaguely remember that happening, but I could be wrong. Maybe I just saw it happening because I saw it in a preview or something. But I do remember wanting to kill that little kid. I was like, oh my god, let her die. Let her die a horrible death, please. Which is horrible, but still.
皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか。真のサイコロジカルホラーであり、シリーズ最高傑作として評されたサイレントヒル2のストーリーはそのままに、本作ではよりその世界観に没頭できるようにゲームデザインやユーザー体験を強化しています。そしてすでに発表いたしました通り、発売日は10月8日です。こちらはプレイステーション5と Steam でリリースされます。また プレイステーションストアと Steam に
Okay,
て
so I guess
本日
Resident
から予
Evil,
約の受付を
Resident
開
Evil
始しています。
Silent Hill
これ
is
からご紹介する事前予約
PlayStation
特典など
exclusive.
もご確認いただきアクセスしてみてください。ではここからは商品ラインナップのご紹介です。本作のスタンダードエディションを事前予約していただくことで特典としてミラのマスクがつきます。そしてプレイステーション5
The dog
限
was
定
behind
で
it
ロ
all
ビー・ザ・
along.
ラビットのマスクも入手可能です。
I remember
続
that.
いてはデラックスエディションのご紹介です。デラックスエディションにはサイレントヒル2の世界観をより楽しんでいただくためのデジタルアートブック、サウンドトラック、そしてピラミッドヘッドのマスクが含まれます。アートブックはコンセプトアーティストの伊藤正弘さんがデザインしたクリーチャーのほか、登場するキャラクターやさまざまなロケーションのコンセプトアートが130枚以上収録されています。またサウンドトラックは今回も原作と同じように山岡明さんが手掛けており、原作の楽曲のアレンジ版のほか新曲も収録されています。どちらもシリーズファンの方には満足いただけるコンテンツになっていますので楽しみにしていただければと思います。そしてデラックスエディションも事前予約していただくことで特典としてミラのマスクとプレイステーション5限定でロビー・ザ・ラビットのマスクが入手可能です。さらに特別な特典としていち早くサイレントヒル2を楽しんでいただくことができる48時間の先行アクセス券をプレゼントいたします。こちらの一覧表で各エディションの特典をご確認ください。サイレントヒル2をより早く体験でき世界観を丸ごと楽しんでいただけるデラックスエディションの事前予約がおすすめです。皆様ぜひご予約の上発売をお待ちください。さて、コナミとゲームの開発会社であるブルーバーチームがタッグを組んでお送りするサイレントヒル2ですが、ブルーバーチームのスタッフからメッセージ映像を受け取っています。こちらをご覧ください。
I'm very excited for people to play this game. There's no one aspect that I could say that I want people to experience because I want people to experience all of it. It's such a journey. It's such a big part of our lives, and I just want people to be able to see it.
Oh, was it? That was the message?
I think
Okay,
the
no,
biggest
no, no.
challenge that we've had
This-
was
okay.
actually how to make the game approachable for the newcomers who have not played the original, but at the same time to still retain the familiarity of the game that player remembers from 20 years ago.
Our goal from the very beginning was to maintain the game's atmosphere while modernizing the gameplay to make it competitive in 2024.
In the remake, the story remains largely the same. However, with the magic of modern technology, we were able to expand on some of its aspects.
The hardest was designing combat. We want to be as faithful as possible to the original game, but also we want players to feel satisfaction while playing, remembering that we need to fit in horror genre standards.
Again, that isn't key. If they can find
So
the
when
proper
making a
balance,
game with static cameras,
Ah.
you as a designer have much more control over what players sees, where they go, and so on. The change for the third-person perspective was a challenge. That being said, it's a chance for us to expand this world, to show the players new elements that were previously inaccessible, and just make this game richer.
So the main thing that requires rethinking was the fog, because it was called classic in the original game, and it's a veil that covers the world and makes the player to feel even more isolated.
New technologies gives us a chance to do things that were not possible during the earlier generations of video games. For narrative, this is very visible in facial expressions. We can tell so much through just the subtle changes on characters' faces.
The presented gameplay footage shows a fragment of the city from the beginning of the game and sections in Brookhaven Hospital. The fight against monsters is prepared in a more tactical form, and it's mainly based on the varied designs of the enemies. James is not used to fighting, so his arsenal of attacks is limited. Adapting your approach to the situation will be the key to success. However, your playing style, among other things, determines what ending you will discover.
right, because is there like you get a different ending for killing less
本
enemies?
当にサイレントヒル2を大好きな人たちがこのリメイクに関わっています。細部までこだわって作っていますのでご期待ください。さらにゲームの中でジェームス役、メアリーとマリア役を演じてくれたキャストのインタビューも届いています。こちらもご覧ください。
So I'm Luke Roberts, and I'm playing James Sunderland in the remake of Silent Hill 2.
My name is Salome Gunnarsdottir, and I play Mary/Maria.
When you're playing an iconic character such as James Sunderland, you obviously have to respect the original.
When playing these characters in this game, the thing that I paid most attention to was the original game.
So he is not an action hero by any means. He is just a guy who is a little lost at the top of this game, and in a sense of he is to a greater extent in a bewildered state. So it's very interesting charting his journey.
This one, we're trying to honor something that's already been made. And so it's not me creating something, it's me channeling something.
The tone of this game is very important. And the team at Bloober were very keen to create an incredible atmosphere for the gamers.
I do believe that this will be trying its very best to capture and recapture the atmosphere, the vibe, and the story, and sometimes like the literal words and moments of the original.
本作では俳優の表情と演技をパフォーマンスキャプチャーすることで心理描写を強化していますので、ぜひ期待していただければと思います。ゲームについての情報はここまでとなります。続いては映画リターントゥサイレントヒルの最新情報が届いております。ご覧ください。
I came to adapt Silent Hill 2 with respect and passion. It's an act of passion for me. I consider that the four first games are a masterpiece, very modern and very transgressive piece of art. The second game is the most adult of all the Silent Hill. It's a story of James Sunderland. He has lost his beloved bride and he decided to go back to Silent Hill to find her. And he realized that basically the town has changed. It became something like a hell, his own hell. And he's going through all this circle of hell to find her back and find also somewhere a truth about himself. This film had an emotional level to the horror, and certainly because of that, the horror is even more disturbing, even more unsettling. I consider that the first film was like an epic journey for horror. This one is much more like a deep dive into the psychological horror. On the first film, production design of Silent Hill was the big thing. I remember that all my energy was on it. And on this one, I had the great surprise to realize that the people who were going to help me on the production design, but also on the makeup, but also on the costume, but also on every level of the film, I had in front of me very young technicians who knew the game, the film, and loved them. The level of enthusiasm that I met on this film to create that strange world of Silent Hill was quite unexpected. I was thinking to myself, okay, I will have to explain a lot this film to my crew. And in fact, no, I didn't have to, because they were the 2.0 generation of Silent Hill lovers, and that helped me a lot. And I think that the level of design on this film is so high because it's made by people who knew the film and the game. So that's very gratifying and very emotional somewhere.
Christoph is really faithful and respectful to Silent Hill, and that's why Konami has always been really supportive.
We are working on their property, and we are working on their, let's say, the word treasure. I kept one of the main ideas of the first film, which is that all the creatures are played by dancers and acrobats. If the first film has not aged badly, it's because the creatures were actually in front of the actor on the
Say
set.
that.
So all the monsters on this film
Very,
are
very
by
good
real person.
design.
Gift.
The
They
first
have
game, the first movie.
created a level of strangeness and harmony into the monstrosity of these things, which I think is actually very disturbing. Akira Yamaoka is not only the composer of the first 4 original games of the franchise, he was also the producer and the director of the game. So Akira Yamaoka, through his music, has given to the game more than just the sound. He gave the soul of the game. And I have a great knowledge about soundtrack, but I don't know any other music which could be like the one of Silent Hill. Yes, Akira Yamaoka is on this film. That's very important for me, because I'm working on his creation. I never forgot that. It's exactly like adapting a great book. It's important to show respect and humility into this process.
They could pull it off. They could pull it off. I'm hoping they pull it off.
いかがでしたでしょうか。映画の完成が楽しみになりますね。ゲームとは少し異なる解釈で作られたもう一つのサイレントヒル2。ゲームと映画をぜひとも両方体験してみてください。続いてはサイレントヒルシリーズの最新グッズ情報をご覧ください。
最初にご紹介するのはサイレントヒル2のグッズです。まずはグッドスマイルカンパニーの商品です。リメイク版サイレントヒル2よりシリーズ屈指の人気クリーチャーレッドピラミッドシングがネンドロイドになって登場です。現在 Spotify や Apple Music などの各種音楽ダウンロードサービス、ストリーミングサービスで配信中です。
皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか。サイレントヒルシリーズの世界観を表現したグッズをぜひお買い求めください。それでは最後に本日ここまで皆さんにお届けしてきた中での一番のトピックスをもう一度。サイレントヒル2は10月8日発売。そして本日から予約開始となっております。ぜひ皆さんこの配信の後にチェックをお願いします。本日はようやくサイレントヒル2の新しい情報をお届けすることができて嬉しく思っています。ぜひ発売まで楽しみにしていただければと思います。またこのサイレントヒルトランスミッションでは今後も継続してサイレントヒルシリーズの情報を皆さんにお届けしてまいります。続報を楽しみにしていてください。
Okay, so I guess
本
that's
日
it.
はご視聴いただきありがとうございました。
Okay, so no update on the next entry in the game, which is like F or Frazado, Fazito, something like that. But okay, alrighty.